Serious health problems and heat-related deaths don't require triple-digit temperatures. Here with some practical ways to avoid heat illness are Dr. Seon Thihalo-Lee-Pavan, who goes by Dr. T with County Public Health, and veterinarian Dr. Leslie Scalina with the San Diego Humane Society. And Dr. T, what are some signs of heat sickness and exhaustion?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, what you see is you'll see people really sweating profusely, heavy sweating, being weak, getting cold, clammy, pale, and start having a fast heartbeat.
And that's when the body temperature is climbing. When does it turn into something life-threatening, let's say like a heat stroke?
Yeah, and so we want to prevent it before it gets to this heat stroke. And what you see then is your internal body temperature really rises to 104, 106 even, and then they will stop sweating because the body won't be able to compensate anymore, and at that point they'll be really hot and dry skin and even faster pulse.
So what should you do? Let's start with the when it comes to heat exhaustion. What should you do if you're experiencing those symptoms or see someone else who is?
Sure. Yeah, you want to take them and you want to lie them down immediately in a cool place. Fan them, turn on the air conditioner, give them fluids to get them hydrated, and all in hopes to prevent them from progressing to a heat stroke. You want to also consult their medical provider.
Okay, so you're trying to cool their temperature down with some water, cool water, and things like that. What about heat stroke, though? It's a little bit different, right?
Yeah, heat stroke is a 911 emergency. You want to, call 911 as soon as you can, and then while you're waiting for the ambulance or paramedics to arrive, then you really want to take some necessary precaution steps. And same thing, you want to kind of get them into a really cool place. You want to take ice packets and ice and just put it into their armpits and groins, really try to cool that temperature down, fans, air conditioning, all of that. You don't want to give them water at this point, though.
That's the difference.
Yes, that is the main difference.
I see. Dr. Scalina, animals are also at risk of heat illness. I know earlier this week a dog actually died of heat stroke while hiking on Coles Mountain. What are the signs of heat exhaustion in pets?
So there are some similarities with people. The signs of heat stress would be lethargy, weakness. With dogs, they pant. That's how they cool themselves. They don't sweat like we do. So excessive panting, bright red or bright pink gums, bright pink tongue, the weakness and lethargy would be signs of
so they'd be
stress.
looking
Yes.
kind of down and tired and
Yes.
things like that. What about besides never leaving your pet in a car, of course, unattended? Right. We know that, even in the shade. What are some other ways you would could protect your pet during these hot days?
Make sure that they have access to find the most comfortable spot. So make sure that if they're in the home, if there's air conditioning, that's great. If there's not, make sure that it's well ventilated. Make sure that they have access to cool water. Make sure that there is ventilation in the home.
Right, and I know that tip-proof water is important. You don't want them to be able to knock it over and things like that, and shade all day if they are left where they can't get anything. Let me ask you this, Dr. T. How about for people? So we're talking about some things you can do for animals and pets. What about people that are high risk, for instance, babies, children, seniors, the disabled? What's the best way to protect against the heat?
Yeah, and many of the same rules that apply to pets, or the common sense logic applies to humans, right? You want to try to avoid as much as possible getting out there into the hot weather. You want to stay inside as much as possible. If you have to be outside, of course, you want to wear loose fitting clothing. You want to definitely be hydrated either way, and you want to take multiple breaks, stay in the shade as much as possible. And then the county does offer cool zones, and so we have over 115 sites which are free to attend, and you can find out on coolzones.org or by calling 211 where the closest cool zone is to you, and you can go, and these are usually public libraries or community health centers,
sure,
things like that.
So get to air conditioning.
Yeah, exactly. Get to air conditioning and cool that core body temperature.
All right. We have a lot more on our website, especially where to find the cool zones at kpbs.org. Dr. Thihalo-Lee-Pavan and Dr. Scalina, thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.